So today we are going to implement the login connection to the Mysql server. So the last video what we did is we are hard coded the username and password and checking whether the login is successful or not. So today we are going to connect to the actual database. So for that we have to initialize our Mysql variable and install the packages. So let's start. Let's do the npm install Mysql. So the now Mysql package has been installed. Okay, next one is we have to create the connection. So for creating the connection, we have to mention our database details. For example, host and username, password, and database name. So for that, create a variable where con equal to mysql dot create connection. Then host, username, password, and database name. So here I am using one external free hosting MySQL server. So that is db4free.net. So that's my host name. And username here I am using is it's a dummy username, login underscore username, and my password is admin@1234, and my database is login underscore db 2023. So now we'll show the free hosting MySQL server. So if you guys want to connect to your local server, that also you can do. So db4free.net. So I mentioned the host name. Then the database username, that is login underscore username. And password is admin@1234. And the database. Okay, now we mention our connection variables. Now we have to connect to the MySQL, that actual MySQL server. So for that, con.connect. So we have mentioned some callback function so that we can check whether the connection is successful or not. And in the callback, we are returning a variable called error. So if there's an error, so this will throw the error, or else we will do some console log. Let's say MySQL connection is successful. So this much only for connecting to the MySQL server. Now let's verify the connection is successful or not. So for that, run the application node index.js. So you can see the login microservice connected to the port 3001. Now we have to wait for the next console message for the MySQL. Okay, MySQL connection was successful. So now we have to implement our login functionality. So for that, we have to first create the user table. So user table, the table name is user table, and I have 5 columns. So first one is ID. So this is my primary key, so int 11. So I'm mentioning it as primary. and this is an auto increment. Next is username. So here I am mentioning varchar 125. Next is password. So this also I am using varchar 125. Next one is a status. So this is mainly for if you want to block any user or something like that, we can use this variable. Next is a created time, that is using timestamp. Now save. So you can see the user table has been created. Next we gonna insert some data to this user table. So click on insert. Username name is admin. Then password is admin @1234. Status 1. Then create it will automatically create one more account, that is test, and test @1234. And status is 1. So save this. Now we can see the two users has been created. Now let's go to the code and implement the login functionality. So the hard-coded code we have to remove and connect to the run the query to get the user password from the database. So to run the query, so the method is con.query and the query name and the callback method. Con dot query, and my query is select password from users table where username equal to this one, whatever I am passing from the request parameter. So in the callback function, we will get the error variable as well as the response. So here I am mentioning error, and data. So if error is throwing, so we have to throw that error. So for that, first we have to add the condition. Next we have to add the comparison for the password. Whatever password I got it from the database, as well as whatever I am passing is a request parameter, both has to match. So for that, data of 0 password, that is from the database, is comparing with the variable password, that's from the request parameter. If that is success, then we have to return the some message to the user. So for that, here arrays.json. So I'm using the same message as the previous video. In else condition, it's a failed scenario. Okay, so now let's verify the application. So rerun the application using node.index.js. So you can see the login is connected, Mysql also connected. Now go to Postman. So this is a failed scenario because password is wrong here. So login is failed. Now let's try for the success scenario. So you can see the password is test@1234. So we'll check the success scenario. So login successful. So now check the failed scenario. Okay, the status code here we got is 200. So we have to update that because it's a failed scenario. So we have to mention the status for 401. So res dot status 401 unauthorized application. Now rerun the application and check. Yeah, we got the proper status message. Now try for the second user, admin and admin@1234. So hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe.